Good morning. I am live from Ocean City, Maryland on day two of my solo adventure here. Lots of firsts. It's been an experience. I wanted to share what's going on. So I took myself on this celebratory trip after hitting my biggest month in business again. And this is very it's been a mix of emotions. There's been tears, there's been joy, there's been immense gratitude and freedom, and I wanted to share some things that came through. So, first of all, I was challenged by my colleagues and friends to take myself out to dinner solo. I was married for 20 years, with the same partner. And after that, I met someone else and, dated him. And now I'm not dating him, I'm single. And this is the first time I ever took myself out to dinner. And I can tell you, it was weird. It was scary. I was sitting in my car, listening to music, kind of afraid to go in. It felt really surreal that I was there in that spot, actually, where my husband and I fell in love so many years before. We started dating at 18. And this was always a really special place for us, the beach. So there was that side of it that I didn't expect to have hit me. And then I was thinking about all the places I stayed with, my childhood family and my mom and my grandmother. And as I was walking on the beach, I had this vision of my grandmother holding her beach hat and walking alongside me. And I asked her to walk alongside me, just because I'm going through this deep transition and healing. And I took myself out to dinner, and it was weird. It was definitely not something I'm comfortable with. Yeah, it's something I have to explore more. But there were lots of families with like little children, made me think of my kids. And it kind of felt out of body. I felt like I wasn't really there. I was just kind of like observing from outside. It kind of felt like, and I definitely like rushed through my meal and ate quickly. I got crabs and they were delicious, but I rushed through my meal, ate quickly, and then I came back to the hotel bar, had a glass of wine, and there was a bunch of, older people, hanging out, and there was a pianist playing That Lady is a Tramp on the piano, and I just laughed. I was like, this is just funny. Like, this is just like comical, and I'm just gonna laugh about this. This is my first experience doing this. I didn't feel comfortable like going out to the bars by myself. I was like, like at nighttime, I just felt kind of weird. So I felt safer in the hotel here. So I did that. And this morning I woke up with just so much inspiration for my book, and, committing to doing more video diaries here to chronicle my journey of freedom. Yesterday, I also went on this shopping spree online. One of my friends is a stylist, and she told me all these pieces that she recommended for me. So I went and just bought them. It was the first time I spent like $300 on a pair of shoes, and it made me a little ill. I was like, oh, but it was like, this is your lifestyle now. This is what you get to do. Like, you don't have to think about the cost of everything anymore. You can just buy what you want when you want to, and I booked an extra night here in the hotel just because I wanted to stay longer and I could. And, it's just like everything is working out. Everything is a learning experience and adventure. And I woke up really inspired to start writing my book. And I wrote, the prologue for my story of my desire to be free and how I got to this place. Because I feel like that really is where it all started, with this deep desire for freedom. And I even got free tattooed on my arm here. It's backwards, but it says free. Because that's just always been a part of my being, and my soul is just this longing for freedom. And now I have it, and I'm like, what do I do with all these choices? And I could go wherever I want. I could do whatever I want. But to be honest, it's a little overwhelming. And there's definitely a lot of nostalgia looking back and realizing the people that had to go from my life and making peace with that. And last night I was just dancing around my room, like in my underwear. And I was just like, I am just having fun with myself, and rediscovering who I am for the first time, as a 40-year-old woman, like really doing this deep inner work and allowing myself to look at the parts of myself that aren't perfect, those shadow parts, the parts of me, that have hurt others, or who has, used her power in a way, that might not be in alignment with the spiritual path. But I know it's part of my human experience, is that balance of power and that balance of um, being conscious and thinking about your intention behind things before doing them. So I'm looking deeper into that and got some really good answers when I was journaling last night. I was like, oh, wow, I'm totally not innocent here. I used to play the victim pretty well. And now I'm like, oh, okay. Like, yeah, there's some definite accountability to be had here. And oh, I see why that person reacted that way, so there's that compassion piece, there's the empathy, there's the let's look at what's really going on here and what was my part in this. So that's what I did yesterday, and today it's a beautiful day at the beach, so I'm going to do whatever I want. I want to show you this beautiful view here. I'm going to take you to show you this outside view that I have here at my hotel. Here is the beach behind me. So beautiful. Yay. Well, I'm going to go get ready for my workout now, and I will check in later. Sorry for the bad lighting. There we go. Bye.